So within an hour, we've created a host system, a find a game system, and a disconnect system. So now we just need to go ahead and create the UI elements for that. And if we can go, so we're going to be in a lobby, so we'll have to create our own lobby scene. Go and say this one is lobby. Yeah, we'll say lobby. Save this and open this up. Actually, let's go back to here before I forget. I had never mind, I'm going crazy. So let's go to the lobby system and let's create a couple elements here. So let's create a panel. That's going to take up the whole screen. Let's go 2D here. And let's bring this in. Actually, so let's create a panel and let's say add component vertical layout group, and we'll start on the top right. So if we have a child, so let's create another panel, and it's going to be the only one, and create another one, it's going to have two. So now we have two panels that are evenly spaced vertically, and we can create some more spacing between them. Let's just say 6 on the vertical spacing. So now we just have essentially 3 panels. 2 of them are parent to the first background panel, and this is where we're going to have the hosts, and this is where we're going to have the room lists. Actually, no, let's make this horizontal. I think that will look better. Okay, so here we're going to have the hosts. So this is going to be and this is going to be the join room panel, and under the host panel we're gonna have a text element, and let's position this here, and so the user knows what's going on here. We'll say host game, and let's make this a lot bigger. Make it in the middle. Let's make this bold. Make it really big for them. And you can always make yours look a lot fancier than I am. Yeah. If you want fancy, I'm generally not the most artistic person, but I will get it functional. It will be practical. So with that said, we'll have a input field, so we can have the room list, the room name input. So this is going to be, we're going to be putting in actually, let's make this a little smaller. And here the placeholder text is going to be enter room name. Okay, we can make this bigger actually. And center these anchors. Center this anchor to the middle of it. And we need to create a button that will be, where is it? The join room, the create room button. Man, these could be a lot better. Let's go text and let's create a elements, layer elements. Actually, no. Let's put a vertical layout group. Alright, that looks horrible. What am I doing? No, screw that. We'll keep it like this. Make this text bigger then. So now we just need to put on our scripts on this. So the input field down here. Let's remove this. On each value, so every time you are clicking a button, so every time the value is different from the last tick, so it's checking every input, and if it's different from the last input, it's going to call this function down here. So we're going to call the set room, so we're setting the room name for the host game. So we need a place to put this script, because we're going to be let's go back to the main level, save this, and we want to drag this network manager into the prefabs, drag it over, go back to our lobby, go to our prefabs, drag in our network manager. Now we have a network manager here. Take this off and add the connection manager to that, and drag this over to the input field on value change function, and go to the connection manager down here, and you will have the what was it called? Oh my god. Oh, it needs to be public. So to be called here, it needs to be public. Input field. There it is. So every time it changes, you're gonna see this. Go on, change. Oh, okay, you're not seeing it, but it is changing. Don't you worry. And this button is going to be the, remove this, new function, drag over this, connection manager. Did I really not make? Oh my god. Create, oh my god. So for UI elements, they need to be public in order to show up in the inspector. Connection manager, create room. Now we need to go into the join room panel. We need to have a panel for the UI elements. Where are we? What's happening? Why can't I? Ah. Okay, so make this a little smaller. This little panel here, so it's not as big as its parent. Doesn't have to be that much small. Drag this. No, let's make this a little small. Alright. So we can have a title up top. So text element. Take it to the top. Middle it. And say join game best fit. Make this a little bit. Yeah. And make this bold. Down here, we're gonna have the. So if you want the text element here, so we'll say UI text. Put this on the panel and drag it to the top. Give it a little spacing from the edge. So this will be saying if you don't have a room or whatever, connection error, this will say it's not working. So we're also going to need a refresh button, UI button, bottom, and we'll make this loading. And for this one, refresh. Okay, so now we just need to create the roomless item, and that's pretty easy. Go down, and in this panel we create a UI button, make it as big as the parent, maybe a little bigger. It's a little bigger. Oh wait, we can just create a element, and we say the preferred height is 30, so it'll automatically change when we spawn. And this is going to have a horizontal, oh no, this one's going to be the vertical layout. And why is that? Oh yeah, we don't want to expand the height, we just want to expand the width so it fits. Maybe let's make this 35. Alright, that should be good. And now we'll have to take that out. So now we just have to add the script to this, which is the join room item. I just realized we're not getting this, so we'll just make this serializable field. Get the text off that, so it's loading, and this text is going to be the text we're going to be changing on that script. And the on-call function is going to be network manager connection. Where's the join room gas? On click join room. Oops, sorry. Oh well, it's not on that element, it's on this one. On click create join room. So you'll be using this script on that one, and we can drag this down. Let's name this room element. Drag that down to our prefabs. Delete it, and now we need to go here. Drag in the element. Drag in the it's that panel, so drag in this panel down here. That's going to be the parent of it, and we'll do the disconnect once we join the game. So if we can host a game here, create a room, and just realize we're gonna have to change this because we never did it in the other one. So our offline scene is going to be the lobby scene. Before you can do that, you have to make sure it is in the build settings. So open current scenes, make it the first one, and just close that up. And now you can drag it onto your network manager. Offline scenes, the lobby, main levels, that. And now it should work. Host the game. Might take a little bit.
2 days later.
As you can see here, it is 2 days later. Story behind that is just as I created a room, I noticed that it is not working, and I checked if my Unity account is still valid, and I had some server issues with Unity. I emailed them and they're still looking into the error, but before I got a response, I was looking everywhere to see if I can fix it so I can finish this video. And 2 days later, I found a temporary solution. I am using a project ID from another project that enables me to use Unity services. So in regards to Unity services, before we can actually use Mr. Unity here, before we can be friends with him, we have to introduce ourselves. So to do that, we have to go Google Unity services, and it should be the first link. Go to Unity multiplayer and you should get to here, and the first thing you're going to do, if you don't have an account, create one. So just go on this little head thing and create a Unity ID. So this is where you can use their services and products, and you need it for the asset store. So if you guys were already using it for the asset store, you already have one. So all you have to do is the next steps. If you don't have an account, create one quick, pause the video, fill in the information slip, and create a new Unity ID thing. So here you say get started, and it'll redirect you to a developer page which has projects in it. So I just made a new project, and you automatically get a project ID. And all you have to do to use Unity multiplayer services, their relaying services, all you have to do is click enable multiplayer. It's going to redirect you to another page asking you how many rooms and stuff you want. That doesn't matter because we're local hosting. It only matters if you are planning on buying dedicated servers from Unity itself. But all you have to do is enable it here, and that's all you need to do. And if you go back to here, it's going to ask you to sign into your account, and you go to the services tabs, and as you can see, it's going to be enabled here. And that's all you need to do to use Unity's networking. I probably should have done it before we got to this stage, but it doesn't matter. We already got to it anyway because we needed it to test this. So to test this, all we have to do is enter the room, say test room, create, and as you can see, it's all dark because it doesn't bake, but we're in the game, which we were doing that before, but it's working in a sense without the silly multiplayer networking HUD thingy, the little box in the corner. Now we need to test if we can join a room. And before that, I just realized we made a mistake here. What we're gonna have to do here, instead of using this ID, we're going to just use the match, because we sync it there. We just say match, so it's using this one instead of this one, match. And I think that's all we needed to do here. And you have to make this public so we can do the on-click function, and add this here to the start function, so when you join the game, you don't have to click the refresh. The games will pop up as soon as you start the game. So now we can just go back and build, build the game. For your information, this doesn't prove that it's working over the internet, through the internet. It's just showing that we can join a room. I'm going to test it now on my laptop, and I won't be releasing this video unless it doesn't work, unless it does work. So I'm not going to be releasing things that's not going to work. So what you do here, play here, room tester, okay, create the room, go back here, refresh, and it says button. But if we click on it, I think it's loading. I am completely, I don't know why I took this away. Match equals match. So silly, because it's going to come up with nothing. Sorry about that. Test build it again. Oh, no, don't build, cancel. Because, whoops, go back to our lobby scene. Remove this button so it's not there. Now we can build. Continue inspector. Play. And what the hell is happening here? Okay. Yeah. Come on. Refresh. And why doesn't it come up with the name? So weird. And there you go. We are in the game with our partner in crime. Or our enemy, technically. That works. I think it's because we're not setting the name properly. So okay, so that was the problem. So I was using the wrong set name. So here I was using the static parameter, so it's not changing by itself, but here the dynamic string means it is constantly checking the change, and as you can see it works down here. So we create a room, and there we go. So all we need left is to disconnect. You can easily have this on a button, but because I'm so close to finishing the lobby section of a game, so it's just a full-on lobby system, not just a join game, host game, join game thing. It is checking if players are ready and changing the maps and stuff. So, and changing your character how you wanted it, etc. So this is just a basic join, host, disconnect. So I don't want to go too much into it. So on that note, I'm just going to say update a simple if input dot get key down key code dot escape leave room. So that concludes our host, join, disconnect series. So I'm probably gonna, it's probably, by the time this comes out, it's probably gonna be 2-3 videos. It was pretty long. because I was thinking how we're not going to waste time, because some of you guys are probably going to be switching to the lobby system that I'm going to be making, and it's a lot more detailed and more advanced than this, so I didn't want to go too far into this, but you can see the idea how you can customize things. So all of this is just the basics to start your matchmaking experiences with Unity. And I do realize I have to give credit to Brackeys. He is the one who made a very simple one, and I didn't want to reinvent the wheel here, because this is the simplest way of a host join disconnect sequence that Unity gives us. But there's a lot more Unity is trying to give us that a lot of people aren't using, which I'm going to be incorporating, trying to spread the word of Unet's capabilities for every type of matchmaking you want, or multiplayer game I should say. So shout out to Brackeys for the wheel design per se. Comment below if I skipped over things. I was pretty scattered because this is over 2 days or 3 days, so the first couple of videos were on the 4th and this one is on the 6th, because Unity's server misplaced my information and I can't enable matchmaking on, or I can't enable multiplayer on newer accounts or newer projects, which sucks. Hopefully they get it fixed, and they said they will. So shout out to Unity on that part. On that note, I should be recording the input manager after this, and then we'll be working on gun scripts, extending the gun scripts and incorporating more guns into the project. And I have planned to get player accounts set up, but I'm still looking into, I'm asking people, what type of accounts do you want? Do you want accounts? Do you not want accounts? And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and hopefully in the next couple of days I'll be scrapping this and getting the lobby system in play, because apparently no one has ever done it. But anyway, thanks for watching again, and see you guys in the next video.